Alright, number 1. It says alpha is 117 degrees. So that's angle A. Side opposite is 35 and side adjacent is 42. So now I need to use the ambiguous checklist. See if I can pull that up. Okay, so if you notice, my given angle is 117, so we go through this, and then my opposite is 35, my adjacent is 42. So is my given angle greater than 90 degrees? Yes. Move to the next one. Is my side opposite bigger than side adjacent? So is 35 larger than 42? The answer is no, so therefore it's going to be no solution. Next. So once again, here's my triangle. 42. Actually, I'll say this is B and this is C. So adjacent is 35, 23.5, and A is 17. Alright, so going back to the checklist. First, is my given angle greater than 90 degrees? No. Is my side opposite greater than or equal to B? So is my side opposite larger than my side adjacent? The answer is no. Move down to the next one. Does A equal B sine A? So does my side opposite equal my side adjacent times the sine of 42? Now I'm going to let you know right now I probably don't equal. So, but let's enter in our calculator. I get 15.72. So that's a no. So it moves on to the next one. Is my opposite side, so is this true? And the answer is no. So there's going to be two solutions. So that means I'm going to have two triangles. So the only angle that I can find right now is angle B, and then to find my new angle B, so I find everything normal, C and then B. So first I want to find my angle B here, so that'll be sine B over B equals sine A over A. So when I get B by myself, that's multiplying both sides by 23.5, and then take the sine inverse. So I'm going to enter that in my calculator, 23.5 sine of 42 degrees all over 17. And so I'm taking the sine inverse of that. And so B is going to give me 67.66 degrees. Now to find my new angle B, it's going to be 180 degrees minus that. So that's 112.34. Now to find this angle C here, 180 degrees minus the other two, so 180 degrees minus 42 minus 67.66, so that's 70.34. To find this angle C right here, 180 degree minus the other two, so 42 minus 112.34, and so that's going to give me 25.66, and then C over sine C equals B over sine B. That's one, or you can do A over sine A, it doesn't matter, but I have to do that for both of these to then find what my C is going to be. Alright, next one. Says a watchtower spots a ship offshore bearing north 70 degrees east. So let's say this is the watchtower. Spots a ship upshore. So here's north, and then 70 degrees east. A second tower, which is 50 miles from the first, at the bearing south 80 degrees east. So which is 50 miles from the first, at bearing south 80 degrees east. So here's south, and then there's 80 degrees right there. So that angle right there is 80 degrees. And we know that it says that it's 50 miles away. Determine the bearing to the ship to be north 50 degrees. So we'll say that this is the ship. So north, west, that should be 25. Alright, I'm going to have to redraw this a little bit. So we know that that's 70 degrees, and I get to the ship. I know it travels this way. That's going to be 50, the distance, and this right here is 80 degrees. And then northwest, that northwest right here, so if this is north, this is 25 degrees here. This is how far is the boat from the second tower. So I need to find what this is. Round your answer to the nearest tenth of a mile. So we have a few pieces here. I know that this is 90 degrees, and so if this is 80, this has to be 10. If we found out that this was 25 and that's 10, then this angle right here has to be 90 minus 35. So that's going to be, what was that, 80, 60, 55. And then this has to be 30, because all of those need to add up to 180. And so then using the law of sines, I can find what that x is. Because all I have to do is find what that distance is. And so that'll be x over sine of 30 equals, now I guess I'm going to have to find that now. And so that's 180 degrees minus 30 minus 55. So that's 95. So that'll be 50 over sine of 95. And then you just solve for x. Alright, now number 6, finding the indicated ratio, just says find the sine ratio of A. So if this is my triangle, here's A, I know it's opposite over hypotenuse. So the sine of A equals opposite 40 over hypotenuse 41. Number 9, find the missing side of the right triangle. So U and V. So I know that this is a 45, 45, 90. So U and V equal each other, and this represents T root 2. So I need to find what t is, and then I know what u and v is. So divide both sides by root 2. That will reduce, so I get 6 root 5 over 5. And so this will be 6 root 5 over 5, and this will be 6 root 5 over 5.